I always wanted to see Dead Z. Does anybody know if they're still together?
Dead Z? Oh my god. Isn't that Cher's son?
Yeah, Cher and Greg Allman.
What are you doing? You hear me talking?
Jerry, you're loud as fuck now. I don't know what you did, but you...
Really?
Yeah. Lead singer of Dead Z. Blue...
Elijah Blue Allman?
Now say some words, Jerry.
Elijah Blue Allman.
Introducing the new Elijah Blue Almonds.
Elijah Wood blew my blue almonds.
I don't know why it's coming off so loud. You can hear it like popping too.
Just turn down the little bar on the right that says how loud people hear you.
Say some words now.
Now words? Now words?
Mr. IT over here.
How about now?
Like there's one bar on this fucking screen. Like...
No, it's still clipping. Oh, that's why. Because the fucking gain on my mic went to hell. There, that should be better now.
This sounds better. Dude.
Yep, I had to turn down the gain.
Molly's loving that.
Molly said, yes, keep talking into my tiny little head.
Aaron, introduce the show, for fuck's sakes.
Let's go.
Let's do this. This is way past my bedtime already.
Everybody needs a shh.
Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
What it do, everybody? It's me, Aaron. You stay classy, San Diego.
And I'm Jerry, and I can tie my shoelaces without my mom's help now.
And then you're listening to SuperPod Saga. Hey, it's SuperPod Saga. Hello, welcome back. Hello, hey, this is the second greatest collaboration of all time. We're tying shoes. We're doing crack cocaine. Jerry and I are on a quest.
We're on crack. Jerry and I are on crack. Here's a special presentation.
It's a special how-to video on how to do crack. Jerry and I, we're on a quest to talk about every video game topic in existence when we get a time. Today, we're not doing that. We're just talking about whatever. There's so many people here. We're talking, we're goofing,
There's
goofing.
Three.
Yeah,
there's three people.
There's three people.
I mean,
that's like double.
You didn't learn how to
count. That's not how
count.
math works. There's 5.
Three guests, Mike. Come on. Mike, introduce yourself, for fuck's sakes.
I'm Mike. I'm guest number 3.
I thought you were just going to leave it at that. I'm Mike.
What else is there to say?
I'm waving to the home audience.
Audio listeners, he waved at you.
I haven't heard somebody refer to things as the home audience. Like, that reminded me of, like, America's Funniest Videos.
Oh.
I'm trying to carry over talking about celebrity squares from the last time I was on here.
I remember having, like, PTSD as a kid for, like, when they would vote on America's Funniest Videos and it would play that song. Whenever I heard that song, I always like thought, fuck, like it's almost my bedtime, like as a little kid, because after America's Funniest Videos I used to have to go to bed. I just remember hearing that song and being like upset.
You just hear it and you start, it's like, why am I tired?
My brother and my parents couldn't play electronic talking Battleship because the noise when it hit the battleship scared me when I was a kid, so I had to go like 2 rooms away because I couldn't handle like the missile hit noise from the original one. It was really loud, dude. It was really loud.
When the toilet would flush, I would sprint out of that bathroom because I thought it was like opening another dimension. Like fucking demons would come through.
Did you see Ghostbusters or something when you were like a little kid?
No, maybe.
Because there's a toilet that tries to eat somebody in that.
No, but I watched 13 Ghosts, and then that made me scared of the shower. So,
and Nave has still not bathed.
Not a single time have I bathed. Every time it rains, that's the only time I just take my hair conditioner, shampoo out on work with me.
Thrak, hello.
Hi, Aaron. How are you?
Doing good, man. You're well, I guess. Fuck, holy shit. Sorry,
I believe in you.
I have a sick dough brain. It's really hard right now. Nave, introduce yourself.
Okay, I just got over a sickness, so
I just skipped Thrak. Hello. I'm from Gaming Together, cooperative podcast. I guess I'll introduce myself for real.
There you go.
We over there, we talking about video games, talking about co-op games, multiplayer.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thrak, go ahead and plug your stuff now. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, I'm Thrak from the 3DO Experience, the one and only podcast about the 3DO with my boy Bill. I just did the 200th episode of Gaming and Collecting with him, so that was a chaotic mess. So hopefully you all, if you like this chaotic mess, you'll enjoy that chaotic mess as well.
Hell yeah.
Alex is a character. She's great.
Oh yeah. I still have to. I need to like have a showdown with her and convince her that the N64 is an amazing console.
Oh no!
No! Good luck.
She fucking hates it.
Well, I told her she needs to talk to Quest about the N64 stuff.
I told her that I was going to waterboard her if she didn't like the N64.
Oh, make her hate water too.
She likes water.
Not when it's bored.
She'll
like
love the N64,
water.
but hate water.
Just pouring water on her face. Say Gomon is a good game.
Listen to the
with rabies.
I know what Boatman is.
Infect her with rabies, so she's forever scared of water. She'll fear what she loves the most.
Dude, that shit's so fucking scary, though. Have you ever actually seen like a video of somebody with like that stage of rabies when it's like you're about to die, but also on top of that, you're terrified of water? Those videos are so fucking sketchy.
Isn't that like actually ever seen a 2-part episode of The Office based just around that?
No,
Probably.
What the fuck?
They do like a rabies like marathon because one of them gets Meredith gets bit by a bat.
Oh
yeah. Because of course she did.
I forgot about that.
Meredith
so Dwight trapped it on her head, so then they ran because they were afraid of water. So Michael wouldn't run or wouldn't drink water while he was running the marathon. He ate fettuccine alfredo instead.
Yes,
fear of water.
That's right.
Man.
Dude, I remember this one time. I came home from school, turned on the TV. I was waiting for some show, I don't remember, but I ended up watching Tyra Banks for like 20 minutes. And there was this little girl
it
on
changed your life?
Almost. There was this little girl on there who was allergic to water, so she could only drink Diet Coke. And that was
sure.
That changed
there's
my
no
life.
water in
it.
Sure.
No, it doesn't.
Apparently not enough.
That's like
reminds me of I think it's 1,000 Ways to Die, if you guys remember that show, where there was a woman who was like hydrophobic, and then she didn't know because she never bathed, so she was forced to take a shower and died.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Because the shower like suffocated her skin or something. It was very weird.
What the fuck?
That
I know
that was a wacky show. I don't know if half that shit was even true, but it was entertaining.
How did
We used to
entertaining.
get really drunk
it.
watching that because then we before they get to the end, because they do like a witty pun punchline for how the people died. So it was if anybody could guess it, everybody else had to drink.
Hell yeah. God, I want to find an episode of that show. It was a great show.
I know somebody that told me that their wife is allergic to lettuce, and I was like, no, she's not. That's a lie. Nobody's allergic to lettuce. And he's like, no, she really is. I'm like, try it out.
Yeah,
see what happens.
What's her
to the
fucking
color yellow?
Throw a fucking McChicken at her face and see what happens.
Just chuck a head of lettuce at her head and she just dies.
No, that's more expensive than the McChicken.
She starts dissolving like the witch from Wizard
Your
of Oz.
medium rare tendies.
I don't want to like go to, because the last time I made fun of like anything like that, I made fun of Crohn's. And then I ended up having my intestines ripped out of my body.
Oh, what?
Were you get into a fight with Scorpion?
No, I had surgery.
Oh,
I had like emergency surgery on my fucking intestines. I got sliced open. Damn. It was brutal. I've been off
You were
for
awake
4
the
weeks.
whole time?
No. No.
God, that would fucking suck.
It was so crazy.
They
Like,
just look at you like, "Hey, you cool?" And you're like, "Yeah, yeah, this is great."
just a tear going down my face.
No, they see you like playing your Switch, like, how's Mega Man? You're like, oh, it's good. You're like, okay, good. He's distracted.
When they like wheeled me into the operating room, though, I was like, am I on a fucking reality show? Because they were like, that's Jamie down the back. He's going to be handing us the tools. That's Omar over there. He's really good with, like, it was just like people waving.
Like,
I was like, what the fuck?
Like doing the awkward, like, hi.
Yeah, I'm like looking around. I'm like, is there cameras?
Like it's a fucking sitcom, you know, and it's like they're doing something. They just go.
The doctor comes in, and you just hear like people clapping and being like, woo!
They roll you into the
This
fucking...
surgery was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
They wheel you into the room and spin you around, and there's a laughter and a clap track.
Finally, they're like, "Hey, Jerry, look over there," and you're like, "Oh!" And then they clock you over there with a head of lettuce.
They don't
We're out
talk.
of anesthesia. This shit's too expensive. We have lettuce. We use lettuce now.
They pause for the laughter.
And then fucking Roseanne does your surgery.
Oh shit!
Let me take your intestines out and replace them with racist intestines.
Just replace them with Ambien. Yeah.
It's just Ambien.
It's just a fucking garden hose. She puts a garden hose in there. It'll be the same job.
Because garden hose is racist.
Racist.
Just a white garden hose.
Got two boxes.
Garden hose supremacists.
One's racist and one is fine. Just
get like a conch, you know, like when they do the Avengers assemble and they blow through a conch, but every time you blow through it, instead of making like the sound, it's like racial slurs and shit.
This is literally that garden hose's prison sentence. It was judged by a jury of their peers to be your large intestine.
Aaron, every time you mention like using a conch to like summon stuff, I always think like, why is it that you always go to the conch? Like every time in my brain when I'm like, I want to summon something, I always think of like fucking the Green Ranger with the Dragon Sword with his little flute thing.
Yeah,
Like,
the flute dagger. The flute dagger,
knife.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
and it sounds like a synthesizer.
Yes, it was a synthesizer.
He play on the wrong side, so he looks like the Joker now.
Yeah. And then Aaron's just like, I need the magic conch.
Where the fuck my conch is at? This
Can
ain't
I
no
eat
conch.
the super terrific, ultra amazing sandwich? Yes. Sorry,
No. Oh boy. Hey, yep. This is SuperPod. So, Mike, go and plug your stuff if you want to.
Are we still doing that?
No,
Kinda,
yeah, what?
I don't know.
Probably.
No, I'm here now. You can find me on the SuperPod Saga because I'm not allowed to do anything else till like February.
That's right.
We've got him held hostage.
Contractually obligated.
We're gonna
He's in
waterboard him with his
SuperPod
favorite
jail.
liquid.
You know, it was actually part of my contract. I requested that you get roped in.
No.
I put you here.
Oh, so not that I get waterboarded with my favorite liquid, which you would never guess in a million years.
Aaron
Mountain Dew.
added that.
Yeah.
Aaron added
Milk.
that part.
Nope.
Dude, heavy
Don't
whipping
try,
cream.
when somebody tells you to not try guessing, I know that your first instinct is to try to guess, but we have like a whole episode, don't we?
What's that fat guy's name that throws milk at people on Impractical Jokers? You
Oh,
ever
it's
see
like
that?
Sloppy Joe.
Yes, Sloppy Joe. He just like pours milk all over himself and like on the Jokers.
Oh,
Gerry,
man.
is this your first episode back?
No.
Since you, all right, never mind. I was gonna say because it'd be funny if we just pretended like we don't know any of Jerry's references, and it's because he's still under anesthesia. He's still in the operating room.
He's in the hospital.
Dude, that's-
Anesthesia. That's lettuce. He's
Don't
still
do
under
that.
lettuce.
That's a legitimate.
Anastasia.
That's Anastasia. That's a legitimate fear of mine. Like, not to
Lettuce?
sound insensitive, but like, I have been afraid for so long that like I'm actually there's something wrong with my brain, and people like the way that I perceive people is not actually how they perceive me, and everybody's just being really nice to me because I'm like that, you know, special kid that everybody just kind of like lets hang out with them.
Jesus Christ. No, we love you.
Yeah,
Stop.
no, it's definitely not that. Jerry.
I have that feeling too, but it's not like with you online fuckers. It's with like real people.
Yeah,
Who I interact with.
it's way worse. Yeah,
like
with
normies.
real people.
Yeah, normies.
Yeah, like people that you just like
Normies.
people
Yeah.
that you interact with like on a day-to-day basis, like in the flesh. You're just like are they just like being nice to me? Like, am I really? Is there something wrong with me?
I'm like, if I act like
Definitely
how
not
I act
intervention,
here
yeah.
in front of them, I would be outcasted.
Aaron, do you want to continue doing intros for 45 minutes?
That's it. Everybody's introduced themselves, man.
Mike, he lives in my basement and posts memes. He's great.
Yeah.
Mike is great. Welcome back, everybody. Hey,
It's a
hello.
nice basement.
It's fully furnished. It's got a.
I mean,
it's got a little
it
mini
was
kitchen.
until Nave took the fucking Rock Band drum kit. You bastard.
Yeah, it's over
I've
there.
got one.
Actually,
We're
it's
good.
almost broken now. A lot of use out of it. I'm not playing Rock Band. I don't even own that game.
That's a
Lies.
lie. Fucking lie.
Fucking hate that game.
It came with your Xbox.
Yeah.
No, he's a PlayStation guy now.
That'd be a real wicked turn of
I
events.
think he just
That'd be
threw
so
up in his
weird.
mouth.
Well, that's literally
Good.
we have a Nave. What did Nave buy section in our show, and like all of the games except for like one random indie game were used to be PlayStation exclusives. I bought like Stray. I bought fucking Death Stranding because like a bunch of games came out.
I mean, I bought
Xbox,
Death Stranding
like,
day it came out because it was $20. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know, it's
$20,
$20, dude. It's the definitive edition. All right,
for like an 80-hour game that'll probably bore the shit out of me. Sure, we'll do it. Why not?
There's babies in tubes, though.
America needs to be connected.
I haven't played it yet, so hang in there.
I say the same thing every time anybody's like, "Oh, you like Death Stranding?" I'm like, "I liked it a lot." They're like, "What'd you like about it?" I'm like, "I don't know. I have no idea. I can't tell you what I did for 40 hours in that game, but I fucking liked it."
Well, you like talking babies and black explosions.
Whoa!
There were some white garden hoses in there.
They came out of Jerry's racist garden hose intestine from when he swallowed that Kiwano hole and perforated his bowel.
That's an accurate.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
That is what happened actually. Is I had a perforation in my lower intestine.
Well, we're glad to have you back, Jerry. No, we actually recorded an episode just last night. I think, yeah, that was your official return.
No, wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Did we do another one
with Gooey and McKenna?
Oh, duh, yeah, because that's coming out next week. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I think Aaron has the intestine problem now.
I have more than an intestine problem. My
his brain is now intestines.
Yeah,
they swap places. His brain is in his stomach like fucking that big robot that carries Krang around.
I just realized Aaron's wearing a robe. Like, are you really wearing a robe?
No, it's a cardigan.
Okay.
I don't know how to show it off. It's
like a sweater.
Just stand up and do a spin.
Yeah, show me, baby.
Stand all the way up
do a
and do a
360.
little.
Do a spin for me, honey.
You look like
show us your ass.
Yeah, spin for me, honey.
You're like Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
This is amazing listening content.
Yeah, it's from Old Navy.
That was beautiful.
That's my father. You put respect on Old Navy.
Oh my god, man! Yeah, we
what
don't.
the hell are we talking about?
Video game. Get with it.
Yeah. There isn't really like one central topic today. We're just kind of goofing. I know Mike has some topics that he wants to throw at us, and then we can just kind of
Sonic Mania again.
Holy shit, Thrak! How many times have you bought Sonic Mania?
3 times.
But why?
On PlayStation, on Switch, and on Xbox.
But why?
Why do you need
to?
It's a great game.
Why?
Because he's
Why have it everywhere?
Why not?
I guess, yeah.
Well,
why not?
I did. Well, I used my Xbox rewards, so I got like a $10 gift card, and Sonic Mania was on sale, so I got it for free.
That'll get you.
So that's why. And it's Sonic Mania. It's a great game.
That is a great game.
Aaron, did you see what Philip posted in the Goof Troop?
I'm gonna look at it right now. Was it just now?
Just now. Yeah, it was like 8 minutes ago. Oh, it was longer than that now.
I'll give you a second, Aaron, then. As Aaron alluded to, we're talking about video games. So we have a group chat where we discuss what episodes are going to happen, and Aaron shoots them all down. And then he starts another episode, and he's like, let's do this, and then he shoots that down. So we have all of these partial episodes that aren't good enough to be episodes for Aaron. So we're forcing him to click away on his keyboard loudly and do all of them in one episode.
That's not
even...
even...
to read the screenshot that Philip posted.
So there's a screenshot from Twitter. Hi, Gaming Together Podcast. Your account at Game Together Pod was detected by our systems, and Jerry died.
I'm still here.
Okay, and has been locked for violating the X rules.
What I do?
Specifically for violating our rules against hate speech. And it says at Timothy Hobson 17, kill yourself painfully.
What did he do to you?
He was posting Nazi shit. And I was drunk, so I decided that was the course of action I should take. And I guess we just got banned because I can't post no more. It's very sad.
Come over to Blue Sky.
Yeah, we got a place for you.
So, like, your Gaming Together account is banned?
Well, no, I'm just muted. I can't type for like probably a week or maybe 2 days.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, make the transition. Come to Blue Sky.
It's 2024, baby.
Avoid Threads like the fucking plague, though. Threads sucks.
I keep seeing
Threads
people
good.
talk about Threads, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know any of these things.
Threads is lame. Don't worry about it.
It's like it's Instagram's Twitter. It's like it's Meta's answer to Twitter,
and nobody uses it. Everybody just uses Instagram.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like Tumblr for people who don't know how like chat rooms or anything from the 2000s work.
It just feels like Facebook threads and Instagram are just segmented. It's like if you know how Thanos got the rocks out of his hand, like taken away. I don't know. Rocks. I don't know anything about Marvel shit. I don't know anything.
I mean, they're not rocks; they're minerals.
Calcium.
It's like the purple one's over there, the blue one's over there. That's what happened with
the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, fuck. They only need 2 more. Then, man, they'll probably get like they'll have some meta like TikTok replacement. They'll bring back Vine.
Yeah.
I would love Vine to come back, even though it's pretty much just TikTok. But now TikTok's
Vine was fun, but it was very short lived, and that was probably for the best.
Yeah, what was the difference? Were Vines only like 15
Vines could only be
seconds?
like 7 seconds.
Was it 7 seconds?
I think it was 7. Yeah,
super short,
and it was a lot of just weird shit.
That's my that's my shit though. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Like Gerry and I send our
it's like
send
stuff
each other
like
the stupidest fucking reels and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like I do like TikTok for like just whack shit that makes me laugh. But like
shit.
Dude, Facebook Reels are out of control sometimes. Like, they're so fucking good. And like I don't know if it's just like a better algorithm or if it just understands me better, but like I can scroll on Facebook Reels and just be like, these are all #1 hits, baby.
All killer, no filler.
My algorithm's messed up, I guess, on Facebook because I literally used to only get dog videos and then cat videos.
Now it's just racist shit.
I'll send you some.
Not me. I just got birds.
This cat has a Hitler mustache, and you liked it.
Birds repeating really bad things, but it's a bird, so you can't stone cold stunner it.
Oh,
it wouldn't even work physically.
That Stone Cold ET was so
no, you
good,
give it the pedigree.
This is
fucking pedigree.
This is Stone Cold ET
when he does the thing when he's like,
yeah, he can't see, so he has to look 98 degrees down to see the fucking.
Then he drives like 3 miles to the fucking window after taking.
My second favorite part is when he gets to the first window. He starts talking to Stone Cold, and then he sits there confused, and he's like, "This window," and the guy's like, "No, next window." So fucking dumb.
Listeners, go look up Stone Cold ET. That's so good.
And he goes, "Can I get a?" Just looking so muffled when he's screaming. It's so funny.
This is supplemental material for the podcast. Please use all your senses.
Aaron, are we actually going to answer any of Mike's his questionnaire that he's brought with him?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Hit us, Mike. It's your time to shine.
Well, thing one is when Xenoblade X was announced for Twitch, Gerry immediately goes to the group chat. He's like, "Well, now the Wii U is completely obsolete," and that was it. And he's like, "No, I love the Wii U. It just sucks, and I hate it."
Okay, here's the thing. I did say that. I'll own up to that.
You said it sucks and you hate it?
No, that part I didn't say.
Oh.
What I did say was that the Wii U is obsolete once the Xenoblade X remake was announced. That was more so my thought process was like, now the library is almost obsolete to play it on Wii U. But for myself, like, I actually love the Wii U because my Wii U is my GameCube and my Wii.
Damn straight.
So I have that thing modded. And it acts as it's actually really good too for like, even though it's not the best way to play this stuff, but if you ever wanted to play your whole DS library like properly on the couch on a TV, then that's probably the best way to do it instead of like emulating it and stuff, because then you actually get the 2 screens, and the screen on the Wii U acts as a touch thing. So yeah, fuck you, Mike. I do like the Wii U.
Okay,
I will say if another good way is if you get a 3DS, you can just hack that thing. It is the easiest thing in the world, and you can put the entire DS library on it.
Teach me that.
I'll send you a link. It's like a 10-minute video.
Yeah, it's so easy, dude.
I'll send you a link, Nave. Seriously, it is super easy. So easy a caveman can do it.
So
mine's over right here.
Other games that are still locked up on the Wii U that Gerry hates.
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land is on there. Splatoon 1. Paper Mario Color Splash.
Gerry, I have the same one.
Kirby Rainbow Curse. Dr. Luigi.
Oh yeah,
Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Devil's Third.
Devil's Third is that still only on Wii U?
Yeah.
Yes.
Animal Crossing, whatever the Animal Crossing was, I can
Amiibo
fucking stay there.
Festival?
Yeah, that game
game's
sucks
trash.
dick.
No, it came with
Trash.
it was 2 free Amiibos that came with it.
Yeah, those amiibos suck though.
No, they don't. They're awesome.
I don't like them.
Just because you don't like them doesn't mean it sucks. How many times I gotta tell you this thing,
Bro, they were in the
Holy
clearance
shit, dude.
bins.
What the fuck is that?
Satchel.
Please tell me that you wear that out in public on your side.
I think you can wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. There's
Yeah,
a-
gotta get
It's
that,
got a belt clip.
gotta get that
Yeah.
street
Oh my-
pass, dude.
Look, hold on, wait. ASMR.
Oh yeah.
What,
There's
do you
nothing
wear
in
that
here.
to like the card?
I'm just joking.
The, like,
Oh my
the
god,
card
Nave! I can only
store?
get so erect.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude. Okay. Here's my
We're showing
goofy
off our
case.
3DSs.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hey, I had the same one as you.
Bravely
Brett.
defaults in it.
Nice. I
That
do
game
not
fucks
have a
so
game in it.
hard. Bravely Default
Neither
is
do
good.
I. I wonder why that is, Thrak. I think it's probably the same reason that I don't have anything in mind.
Well, I have a couple physical 3DS games over here. I have like 2 Zeldas, Dark Moon, Samus Returns, Professor Layton.
Nice.
I mean, I
Maybe
bought
I'll plug
this
this
to
in.
play Samus Returns. That's why I bought it.
That game's
Yeah, that
also
game's
really
great.
good.
It's a good game. I'm surprised it
Pokemon
didn't get
Rumble
ported to
U,
Switch.
Star Fox Guard, Star Fox Zero. I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just want Jerry to just say that there's plenty of good games on the Wii U and you should still own one because it's
No,
$100.
I won't say
system.
there's plenty of good games. There's plenty of games,
I mean,
but there's not
I
plenty
didn't
of
even-
good games.
There's
But with the store closed down, there's some games you can't get.
yeah, but the physical
That's true.
games are all like $10 and $15 or less. Like East Starland runs a sale every month of $10 games. She just did one like 2 days ago. Like, so owning the physical games is just as cheap as getting the digital game on another system anyway.
Also, quick shout out to consoles and stuff. Buy and sell your games to and from Chris. I don't. Yeah, consoles and stuff.
Good shout out.
Yeah.
Got the sticker on my emotional sport water bottle.
Fuck yeah.
So we all love the Wii U,
Yeah.
and it's been decided that Jerry sucks and not the Wii U. Jerry sucks.
Here, here.
Yeah, the Wii U's good, man. It's my little GameCube and Wii machine. Like there's a bunch of Wii games that I missed. Like what is it? Pandora's Tower.
Mad World.
There are a
Also
couple
had the
other
best
ones.
virtual
I
console
hate that
of
game.
any of the systems. The Wii U Virtual Console was like top tier.
I would love to see
Everything.
Yeah,
Fucking everything.
a
literally.
remaster of Mad World, because I think part of the reason why Mad World was so hard to play is because it was hard to fucking see what you were doing. Like,
Yeah.
like it was, and like the resolution was not complementary
Like
to.
I love that game's art style, but it being stuck in like 480p Wii land
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
It
And
just-
and the controls just like waggling and shit like isn't great.
Now,
you know?
that said, I've seen the game running on a Wii that's going into a retro tank and then upscaled to 4K with like nice like shaders and stuff on for like the scan lines, and it looks really fucking good.
Yeah,
Like it looks great, but like
I imagine
the
that
last
game
time
would
that I
clean up.
played it, just like throwing it on regular ass, it did not look that great.
Regular
and it's
ass.
just like it's again. I just think it's a rough game to control. Like I get what they were trying to do, but
Was that a
it's-
platinum game?
yeah? It was Platinum's first game.
Hell
What?
It was their first game.
Holy shit!
And it's like
That's
like the art
crazy.
style, the character designs are cool. Like the commentary is fantastic. One of the commentators is Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Dude.
Really?
And yeah, the commentary is really good if you actually like sit down and listen to it.
Man.
It's just it's like No More Heroes, right? Playing it on the Wii nowadays, it's like it's kind of rough. But if you play the modern version on Switch, with the right
I
stick,
always
I think it feels better.
thought that No More Heroes was so fucking cool when it first came out. Like
It's awesome.
I thought it was so ridiculous how like you'd basically have to like just crank down on your fucking lightsaber to get it to charge up, and it just looked like Travis was like beaten off.
That was the idea. That was
That-
intentional.
Yeah, it was
Imagine
hilarious.
my shock when I played the third game. I'd never played any of them, and I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
dog? And I'm playing it on the Xbox, so I don't have any motion controls or anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
You got to play at the very least No More Heroes 2. That's the best of the bunch.
Is it on Xbox?
No.
Isn't there a
on Switch?
collection? I thought there was a
Uh,
collection.
one,
though.
one and two are on Switch. I
Yeah,
have
okay.
the
I'll play it then.
like the limited run games, like fancy deluxe of both of them. which
really?
cost me a lot of money, but I have it, and it came with a little Santa Destroy flag, which I have.
That's cool.
Over here. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
You were talking about
like
the commentary.
Homer
It made me think about like playing Grand Theft Auto, but listening to the talk radio. And I was like, I remember as a kid being
talk
like,
radios in those games are amazing.
When I was a kid, I was like, this is the what is this for? And now I'm like the only thing I care. Sometimes I'll make myself like some Hot Pockets, and I'll just like sit in a car, and I'll just sit on my couch and just listen to it.
It's for real. It's
Hot
good.
Pockets.
It is like fascinating.
You know what had really good radio stations? Sleeping Dogs.
Oh,
had like wild
I still need to
music.
play.
yeah,
that
because
game.
they had fucking Mastodon and
Dude,
Meshuggah.
the
and,
metal thing was like out
It's
of
the-
control. It was all like Roadrunner Records. I think had a lot to do with.
They did it with Saints Row as well, because that's where I learned After the Burial, and
Oh yeah. That game
there
had,
was a Mastodon
yeah.
song in there too.
Yeah,
Do
man,
you see that fucking Mastodon song with Lamb of God? It's pretty good.
it is good.
Except
good
it
song.
literally sounds like you stitched Lamb of God onto Mastodon. And so it's like you can hear the Lamb of God parts, and then you're like,
I've
okay, well, now we're back to
Kind of
man.
fallen off of Lamb of God in the last little while. Like the last few albums, I've just been like, this is kind of like I feel like there's like I still have so much appreciation for that band because they are crazy, but like I don't know, I just haven't really been all that into them. I feel like there's metal bands that are doing way more interesting things nowadays.
They're all reliable, but they don't change too much, and I love them for that.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
Ashes of the
Holy
Wake
shit,
is
they
like
got
one of the
Opeth
best
on here.
albums.
Oh, it's so good. I listen to that fucking
Yeah,
shit
dude.
at work all the
Opeth,
time. That is like one of my
Machine
high
Head.
albums.
Though I will, and oh, they got an XTC song on here. Fuck yeah, love that band. It's a great band. Though I tried listening to Opeth's new record, I didn't care for it. Anyways,
Wow, hot take.
What else you got,
not
Mike?
really.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Aaron, you
I
know what
don't-
else
it's-
Gerry has had a falling out with is Metaphor Re Fantasio. He also says that that's a slog and that it's too long and that the end is long.
Yeah,
Anybody
it
else
is.
want
Said
to
that to me
comment on
too. You
things
said
that
it straight
Gerry
to my
hates?
face.
Yeah, he
I did. Nave and I have been talking. I'm not going to deny that. I thought that the game was 20 hours too fucking long. And by the last quarter of that game, I was literally just going into like do the side quest to build bonds with the characters. And I was literally just skipping all the dialogue because I couldn't give a shit about what was happening with those characters at that point. I will say though, I did watch and like paid attention to all of Stroll's and Heismay's. All their shit. I was like, yup, I'm watching all this because this is good stuff. But I don't know, man. I thought that game was amazing. Like it is an amazing game, but like I had a lot lot with it.
My favorite
like
part
Nave-
the other day was when you thought it was over and then you came back to the chat and you're like, nope, never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I finally beat this fucking game. And I was like, never mind then, I guess. I thought it was done. Like I just watched fucking 15 to 16 minutes of like dialogue cutscenes, and then it was like, now go walk around again. And I was like, man, I'm fucking
the
done.
Sega experience.
And it's
Where
like
you
a
can get-
dragon when you finish the story. They're like, oh, you can go back and do all the side stuff. And you're like, no.
That's not, yeah, well, this isn't even like that because it's like when you finish it, you're done. Like there is nothing, like you can start New Game Plus and you do get to carry over all your equipment with some exceptions, but like,
Thank God, because I missed some shit.
did you?
Yeah, I missed some books, and I missed one political opponent you can debate because I was fucking off. I was like laser focused on something, and I just went past the day, and I was like, oh fuck.
How far are you now? Like what where are you at in the calendar?
What's the month before September?
August?
I did the
How dare
the
you.
island stuff. I can only do forward. I can't go backwards. When do you ever need to do the months backwards? Okay, I can only do the months forwards, and I always have to start from January. September's too far down.
Watch them be like, what's the month after July?
It's August. I had to make sure I didn't say the
You
wrong
just
thing.
proved my point, Nate.
It's hang on, let me open my calendar real quick.
August. Look down on my phone.
He's like,
I did the island stuff, and I'm about to leave, but I'm just doing side shit. Like
The next part that you're gonna do is probably like the best part of the game, for me, it was kind of like pretty much downhill. Like there's some cool shit that happens, but like I was like, just let me fucking kill the last boss now, please. Let me just do it.
Yeah, while saying me and Gerry are yin and yang, because I have his opinion of Visions of Mana, and he has my opinion. Well, I haven't beaten Metaphor, so I don't know if I'm going to burn out or not. But I assume I'm not going to. I don't know, though, because I love Persona. So I'm like, this is just like Persona.
I do, too. Like, I mean, like, I'm not surprised that Metaphor did this, because I was saying to my co-host Beth that we basically got Persona, but just in medieval times. Like the formula for the game is just Persona 5 again. Like even like the part that you're coming up on, Nave, is like the big thing, like in Persona, when the big thing happens during that heist, and then you get caught, and then the blam happens.
Very subtle.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Same.
Oh, okay,
that's good. That's good.
Go.
Because if you know, you know. And it is that part in Persona was fucking wild.
I mean, I have Persona 5. It's just I always bounce off of it because it takes way too long to get going.
Me too. I'm with you, man.
As soon as I finished Metaphor, I was like, I'm just gonna play UFO 50 for the rest of the year, I think. Like I just dove back into UFO 50, and it's just been like beat. Like I'm just constantly beating games.
Thrak, have you bounced back into Shin Megami Tensei 4 yet, or you just?
No, I completely fell off.
Okay.
Well, because I beat the Minotaur, and that's a tough as hell boss, and then you fight like another boss like shortly after that.
Yeah, like Medusa.
And I was just like, I'm exhausted. Like the game exhausted me.
Dude.
It's a great game, but it's a lot.
Yeah,
you know, and especially it's probably a game I shouldn't have brought on vacation. And
That's
I'm just
true.
like chilling,
Yeah.
so that was on me. But I'm still playing Dragon Quest 3. So,
Hey, Mike, what's your favorite RPG of all time?
Grandia 2.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good game.
Fucking pick,
I've never
man.
played Grandia. I've never played either of them.
Go with the second one, dude.
Should I start with 2 or should I do 1 first?
1's not bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much.
But 2, just like the visuals,
nice, pristine,
and the music.
Dreamcast. Why is it GameCube? Dreamcast.
And it really hammers out all the kinks
It's
in
not
the
badly
combat
expensive
too.
either.
That's good. Yeah, didn't you say it was only like $60 or something?
It was like 50.
That's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
the best way to play it. Well, except for the HD version.
Yeah,
but
the HD
don't go-
remaster on Switch is not bad either.
Yeah. It's
get
not
both
on the
of them
Black
for-
Friday sale. Otherwise, I probably would have got it.
Yeah, it was. I think I paid $49 for that from Play.
Do you guys always like the HD remasters of games? Because sometimes I fucking hate them.
I like
almost
depends.
I like the convenience of having all these games on like one system.
That is,
Yeah.
that's the
But-
biggest draw, I think. But
Yeah, but it's just like the collector in me is like I like having the old one. I don't know.
yeah,
It's just a
and
me
then there's times like with like Final Fantasy X HD, they like made those characters look like soft and mushy. Looking.
It was
yeah.
Titus. Like Titus's face model is completely
No,
different.
even Yuna, dude. Like I've seen like
Yeah,
screenshots
Yuna
of
looks
Yuna, and
different,
it's just
yeah.
like, oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's weird.
They literally
it's weird.
just turned her face into a circle.
Wasn't there
There
a
is
specific reason they did that though?
I think they used like the Kingdom Hearts models, and they didn't mesh well with like the
Yeah.
animations of the other
I think
game.
you're right on that. Yeah.
Dude,
Because everyone else looks the same. I think like anyone who's not in Kingdom Hearts looks.
Yeah,
the
Waka's. I mean, Waka still likes a Waka. You know.
Waka's still walking.
Same. Walking.
Speaking of racism,
The HD version, or not the HD remaster, like the Radical Dreamers edition of Chrono Cross, though, that's the best way to play the game for sure. Though. Yeah, it smooths out the frame rate in
$8 on
combat.
Xbox right now.
Yeah, buy it. Chrono Cross is so fucking good, dude. I'll shop
might.
that wherever.
Thrak, have you gotten into Dragon Quest 3 HD yet?
Well, 1 second.
No.
I started it, but I'm still on Bloodstained.
Just to
Goddamn it.
show it's real. Look at this.
I can't
dude.
like.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm like 10 hours in.
Yeah.
So and yeah.
Have you've played the original, right?
I've played bits of the I've played bits of the original. Like before this I played the Switch like weird mobile version of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't
which
know
is
if that's
not-
it's not the way.
No,
I would probably just play the Super Nintendo.
if you want to
one.
play like Dragon Quest 1, that version's not a bad version because it's like $3 usually. but 3, I would say if you want to play 3, this is probably the one to go for. Like it looks really nice.
Oh my god, yeah, I threw it on like the whenever it launched, like the night that it came, like downloaded, and like I was so fucking blown away by how goddamn good it looks.
Yeah, I mean you can tell that like, well, you know, Yuji Horii still like, I mean he's in control of the series really, not Square Enix, but he's just like, you got to make sure the quality is there, which is why it took so long, because this was announced in 2021.
Yeah,
it's been a Dragon Quest like anniversary live stream, and it aired here at like 1 a.m, and I stayed up and watched it.
Oh man!
And I was just finishing my playthrough of Dragon Quest 2 at that point, and I was going to go right into 3, but then they announced that remake, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to wait. And then it was like a year or two later, I'm like, let me mess around with the original 3 a little bit, and I didn't get super far in it, but.
I just beat Dragon Quest 1 for the first time, the
nice.
Super Nintendo version of Dragon Quest 1. And honestly, they kind of like opened my brain up to realizing I like a good short RPG.
Yeah.
Like Chrono Trigger is a good short RPG.
Yep.
That one was really good. It wasn't like, it was kind of strange to get used to. Like if you die, you end up back at the castle at the very beginning. Like that was kind of
because that came out in 1980.
saves.
It came out in 1986, so it's a very old ass game. But it's only like 10 hours, which is, for an RPG, that's nothing. That's the prologue of Persona 5. But 1 through 5, like 2 is about 20 hours, 3 is about 30. And then 4 and 5 are about 30, 35 apiece. But when you hit 6 is when they start. 6 is when they start hitting like 4. 6 is about 40 to 50.
Wasn't 7 like 80 hours?
It's the original PlayStation version of 7 is minimum 100 hours.
And it doesn't start getting good until you're like 30 hours in or some shit.
Because the issue, there's a famous picture of the Dragon Quest 7 script, and it's just like this massive bookshelf of the script because Dragon Quest 6 came out in 95, and then 7 didn't come out till 01. So there was like a huge gap there. And
this is a problem, is that like it's the same problem with Persona. It's that like, you know, like the gaming community knows this is the shit. Like, you know, this is going to be good, so they don't have to hook you right away. Well, but that's not great for like newer players.
I think with 7, it's just they had so many ideas because there's a lot of different story things that happen. They bring the job system back, but it's not to like 40 hours in until you can change jobs.
What?
It's a good job system.
Holy
though.
shit.
And there's like puzzle elements. There's like Myst style puzzles that makes the prologue like ridiculously long. Though the 3DS remake trims it down to like 60 hours. They cut a lot of fat off of it. It's still kind of long, but it gets going a lot quicker.
But I've also heard a lot of people say that 7 is probably like one of the craziest RPG stories ever. Isn't that the one where you start as like the kid and then you like become like
that's 5.
That's
like
5.
Oh, that's 5?
That's my favorite in the series.
Oh.
So
7 is like you start on this little small island, and then as you go, these other islands start popping up in the sea.
Oh,
and the adults are being like, "Oh, don't go there. They're fine." But you sneak over to those islands and you find out like what's been going on. Fragments of the forgotten past. But yeah, 5 is you literally start getting born out of your mother. And then your mother dies, and then it cuts to you at like age 5, like sailing the seas with your dad. And then you go until you're an adult, and then you get married and have kids, and then those kids grow up to join your party. So
that's
it's
so
like
crazy.
I won't say too much because the story takes some interesting twists and turns, but it is a fantastic story. Probably the best story of all the Dragon Quest games. It's Yuji Horii's favorite game in the series. Yeah.
What else you got, Mike?
Hey, Nave.
You're a target now.
Have you ever watched Sifl and Olly on MTV? Like two sock puppets?
What?
Sifl and Olly.
Have you ever watched Syphilis?
It's a sock puppet comedy variety show on MTV that lasted like 2 seasons.
No, it was like Crank Yankers.
Nope,
it's like the same
vein
of that.
Oh, Crank Yankers is awesome.
Anyway, I've been telling Aaron that all of the show's ideas have come from Sifl and Olly, and making him watch Sifl and Olly clips. And if he plays any of them for the audience at home, you'll instantly recognize it's like the SuperPod format. But MTV did it like in 1998.
I've never in my life seen this. Is crazy. Holy
it's good. There was a clip that Mike sent me of.
Play it. Can you just play the Chester clip? do that. It's like a minute long.
Oh, boy. Okay, hi. It's time for a word with Chester, and so we're going to have a word with Chester. Hey, dude.
Hey.
How are you doing, man?
You always ask questions.
So?
Can I ask some questions?
Sure. Dude, you always have that option, Chester.
Does that mean yes?
Yeah, just what? What do you want? Ask whatever you want.
What I want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. Really? Okay, can I go up on the roof?
Why?
It's the squirrels again.
Why? What's wrong?
You remember? Squirrels?
Oh, are the squirrels picking on you again?
Yeah, they're up something up there.
Why, can you hear them on the roof, or?
Yeah, I can hear them working up there. They got little tools and fax machines. I think they're gearing up for the big one.
The big one? What do you mean?
I think they want my nuts.
What are you talking about, dude?
They're after my nut collection.
Oh, your nut collection. What are you going to do?
I'm going to chase them down the yard, down the road.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to chase them, and the neighbor girl,
uh-huh.
She said she'd throw rocks at them for me. Kill them.
Great, dude. Okay.
She's
Thanks, Chester.
Did you see the neighbor girl?
Yeah.
She has
They even did fake ads.
Yeah, like the Civil War corpses.
Yeah.
Give these corpses a home.
Precious Roy's Home Shopping. But it's like the whole
awesome.
format of this show. Yeah. So anyway.
God damn it. It's like our Mystery Science Theater or something.
We need to do that shit for network bonus content shit. Because we still have to do Small Soldiers.
My friends won't watch horror movies with me anymore because I will just fucking dissect them. I make them trivial. I make them dumb.
Let's do it. I do that shit all the time. Should we take an ad break? Is this ad break time?
Fuck it.
All right.
Do it.
Okay, we'll be right back. It's patron thanking time. Woohoo! Hey, thank all of you awesome, kind-hearted, generous, attractive, awesome patrons for supporting the show each and every month like you do. Really greatly appreciate it. I love you all so much. Let's get to it, man. The Novel Console, Jared Schrader, Jameson Empire, Adam Phineas, Trey, President Lieutenant Jeff Miners, Jenny E, Kevin Demo, Thrak, Mr.Quang, Matt aka Stormageddon, and Quest 64, well-known Nintendo 64 game. God damn, it's a mouthful, but I love you. Thank you all so much for supporting the show each and every month like you do. If you listening want to join the SuperPod Saga Patreon and support the show for $2 or $4 a month, get some bonus content, early access to new episodes, head on over to patreon.com/SuperPod Saga. Check it all out. Okay, bye.
Do you find yourself playing older games and wishing that there were new discussions about those games? Enter Tales from the Backlog. Hi, I'm Dave Jackson, and on each episode, I'm joined by a guest to break down those games that may be stuck in your ever-expanding backlog. Each episode looks at one game in depth, focusing on mechanics, story, music, and other aspects with no spoilers until a clearly marked spoiler wall in the middle. If you've played the game, go ahead and climb that spoiler wall and enjoy in-depth story discussions, and if not, jump out when we warn you and maybe go play that game for yourself. We have over 100 episodes in the feed, everything from Disco Elysium to Tunic to discussion episodes about how to get into horror games, and if games actually need to be fun, or if they have more to offer. I guarantee that there's something in there for everybody. Once again, that's Tales from the Backlog, available wherever your podcasts are found.
Video games are a unique medium.
They can tell stories,
Immerse us in strange, fantastic worlds.
blur the very boundaries of our reality.
But at the end of the day, video games are fun. Whatever fun is to you.
I'm Jeff Moonen.
And I am Matt, aka Stormageddon.
And on Fun and Games, we talk about the history, trends, and community of video games.
It's a celebration of all the games we play and all the fun we find within them.
And there's so many more games out there, so we hope you'll share in that conversation with us.
Fun and Games podcast with Matt and Jeff. Find us on certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
And happy gaming.
What is his name again? Francis Boatman. By day, he's a regular cop, but by night, he's a shape-shifting boat person. Half man, half boat. He's Francis Boatman. Mike, do the boat
Was he
sound.
Jewish? Boatman.
Boot.
Yeah, boot.
He's not a very quick boat.
No, it's like Ed and Eddie when they have like Double D like yank on his fucking.
His lips
Ed.
are
He
like.
yanks on, and his lips turn to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude,
is it Boatman every time I'm on the episode now?
Yeah. We're gonna keep continuing the series. So like the first one was like the origin story. The second one I forget, but this time it's it's Son of Boatman. Sorry, Son of Boatman. It's Boatman.
The return of the son of Boatman.
His son gets kidnapped by Boatman's arch nemesis, the Landman.
I just picture
when he returned and got kidnapped
Landman?
right away.
Landman.
Plain guy.
A boat
or that whoever that singer from Dead Sea, Almond Dallas Jr. or something, whatever the fuck his name is.
A blueberry almond oatmeal Dallas.
Blue Oldman share.
Gary Oldman.
Landman. Day Oldman.
Landman.
I just
Day
picture like
Oldman.
a commissioner, like old and gristled, looking at like the sun leaving.
She's just staring into the sun. His eyes are crusting over.
They say he's one SOB.
He was late to the
son
eclipse.
of Boatman.
They pop out of his eyes like a fucking popcorn.
Bring me pictures of Boatman.
Yeah, they got J.K. Simmons on for this.
But he can't even see him because his eyes are all raisined up from staring into his
He's got sun poisoning, so he can't open his eyes.
Dude.
I'm so afraid of water because of rabies.
Why don't we make a cartoon? Like, why don't we just find someone who can draw so that we just make a cartoon?
Our cartoon would be out of control.
It would be, dude. It'd be
Just contact Adult Swim. This would fit right in.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're already
we
in
should.
the extended universe with John Toon or whatever.
Oh, John Toon, that's what it was. He met his ultimate nemesis, John Toon. Fucking pontoon boat. But so
is that the guy that was fucking Sea-Doos?
Yeah, I think so.
You need to start writing this down. Like,
What does
write this story
pontoon
down.
and Sea-Doo? What does that baby look like? What kind of boat?
A horrible, disgusting creature.
No, it's just a normal
Just
boat.
sinks right away.
Yeah.
A sea dune.
So Landman, John Landman, a boat's ultimate weakness, land, because boats can't go on land
Until he goes through a transformation. He gets like real legs.
He's a trans boat.
He's already got real human legs. That's why he's Boatman.
Yeah. I guess that's true, but no, because
That's not a motor making that sound. It's just his legs kicking really fast.
He just kicks his legs, but he's a boat.
Like a duck.
He's like a reverse mermaid.
But no, so the twist to this new movie is that he's like a lycanthrope now, or like a werewolf. Like he is a boat at night. There is no other option. Like he transforms into a boat at night. He's human during the day, so like the landman comes and does shit.
The natural
at
progression
night.
of this story, obviously, is werewolf.
Yeah, wereboat.
And he's so drunk with power that now he says things that don't make sense. Like, wait until you see my final transformation. You're gonna love my dorsal fin. And people are like, Boatman, you don't have a dorsal fin.
You're not a fucking
Boatman
dolphin.
bite.
He's just drunk on power.
Boatman bites somebody. Where would a
Maritime
boat's
power.
mouth be?
Maritime power.
On the bow or other boat parts.
Yeah, we really should have did some
stern.
like nautical vocabulary before diving back into the trilogy here.
Anchors, maritime law, water.
Put your harpoons in the sky.
Take your quiz.
Port, the stern.
Port, starboard. Wow.
Yeah, starboard, poop deck.
Poop deck.
Yes.
Another one of his arch nemesis, harpoon tang.
Is that the
It's
lady?
like turning into Austin Powers.
Is cisgendered.
It's just a can of Tang that shoots a harpoon at him.
Harpoon Tang. Holy shit.
Swamp Thang.
If Boatman bites.
Because boats can't go in swamps, so he beats
Swamp Thang is just in the swamp, being like, "You can't get me out here."
That is an alligator that was bitten by Boatman.
The Swamp Thang is like a really white girl, like, "You can't get me out here."
Catch me outside.
You'll never get me out the swamp, Boatman. You'll never get me out here. That's my fucking swamp.
I wanted to
Jerry,
be an
you just sound like a
alligator that
teenage girl.
turns into an airboat, like an alligator.
Oh, that's good too. The Swamp Thing. It's like an airboat, but it's got like alligator scales and like jaws and like little legs. Yeah, just little legs on the side.
Are just fucking.
They don't touch the water at all.
Yeah, they're worthless.
I'm in a great deal of pain.
And Swamp Thang also thinks it's doing like a really awesome job too, like swimming, but it's not. And it's like, I'm about fucking best, fucking awesome.
It can only talk. It's only sentient when it's in its boat form. When it transforms back into an alligator, it's just a normal alligator again. It doesn't remember anything that happened.
Thrak, we're into the trilogy now. We still don't know. We talked about the origin story. It doesn't exist. Like, I don't know how many movies we have to get through before we figure out why there's boats.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Exactly.
We'll have to,
Nobody does.
Let's go back to the one-off games episode, because I think it was like there was a horrible nuclear explosion and Francis was turned into a boat or something.
Poor Francis.
Because he was on the water.
This lore is getting deeper than Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah.
It's on like episode 77 now, I think.
Is it 77?
Yeah. The only reason I know is because they just introduced the Yakuza into the lore, so now Yakuza is canonically and Kamurocho.
No. Hold on. Francis Boatman also fights kaiju, because like kaiju emerge from the depths of the sea because of all the
Gamera?
Yes, because of all the nuclear toxic waste and gobbledygook in the sea. The kaiju rise up, and then Francis Boatman merges together with John Toon and Swamp Thang and the fan boat crocodile
like a
monster.
fucking Megazord.
Yeah, dude.
This is
Nave, can you take this all down
Go,
for
Francis
the extended Boatman universe Wikipedia page, please? Thank you.
We need
Wikiboat.
We need a Dinghy. We need a Dinghy character.
Oh, dude, that's his sidekick. That's his sidekick, a Dinghy.
Just a dinghy. It's just a regular dude named like Travis in a fucking dinghy, being like, "What's going on, man?" Like, and he's just like lost out at sea.
No, his name's like
whenever they
Charles
finish
Dinghy.
battling out in the sea against these kaiju, they just leave him there. They're like, "We'll see you back at the base," and he's like, "Jesus fucking Christ." He's
always got
fucking gotta row his ass back
And
in
he's
the
like,
shore.
No, he's laying there and he's like, well, it's sink or swim. Womp, womp.
But then, but that night, Dinghy doesn't come home, and they realize he's been kidnapped by Kayak.
Kyle the kayak.
pedal
Kyle
boats.
We're just naming boats we know now.
Kayak paddleman.
Paddleman.
Dude, Dinghy, like, so everybody else,
Make it to Passover.
Dinghy's just like real stupidly shaped too. Like his torso is nothing but a fucking rowboat, but then it's like his head is just like on the end of the boat, and his legs are just stuck underneath the water.
Like it's one of those fucking mermaids at the
Yeah,
front of
dude.
pirate ships.
No, just like a
Yeah,
head
yeah.
there. Make it look like Skibbity Toilet. Like his head's just right there.
It's just right there. And then his legs are under the water, and his arms are like on the side of the boat, and he uses those to like to row.
He actually has to
I
swim
could
like
use
this,
a
like a
hand
human.
here.
Yeah, he has the doggy paddle, dude. This is so good. This is like a multi-million-dollar
He
thing.
has a
I feel like.
secretary named Lorraine, and her superpower is she turns into a submarine, and her name is Sub Lorraine.
Submarine.
Fuck you.
The strongest one. No, but this is the thing that he never sees
the
her.
strongest.
So she is helping him from the shadows, like Ada Wong in Resident Evil.
Damn, dude.
Separate ways.
Yeah. He never knows that she has powers
streams.
too.
What are you doing here, Lorraine?
She has a red dress on.
She
She shows
some
up
of
with
his bourbon
Swamp
after
Thang.
him.
They're like, well, I had to buy some fucking clothes for my fucking outfit for today.
unbeknownst to all of them, there's a very, very evil oil rig that's trying to take over the world or some shit.
Because that's what that story needed was a 13th boat.
So, listeners, that was a lot of boats. Thanks for sponsoring this episode, boats.
Good God Almighty,
boats.
We're so
boats and hoes.
Boats. We're back. We're so back. Tell them, Gerry. Gerry.
Oh no.
He can't tell us how back we are.
Tell him how back we are.
We're back.
Yes.
Now he's back.
Normal back. That's how back we are.
Normal back. Backstreet is normal back.
Sexy back.
Oh yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Back
Nickelback.
on crack. All right.
Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go for some crack. What else do you have, Mike?
Well, I mean, there's only one other video game thing, but not that this episode is about video games or anything anyway. But so Thrak was here after going to his show. He wanted to talk about you guys ready for like a real topic?
Oh, no. Wait.
What about our topics haven't been real?
I can't wait for this.
I just thought up a good one. I thought up like a mini one for us real fast.
So did I, but go ahead.
Red Vines or Twizzlers? Go.
Oh, Red Vines.
Twizzlers.
Red Vines.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
What,
You guys
like
are out of your
wax?
goddamn minds.
Thrak.
I'm old enough to admit that I don't like either of them.
That doesn't break the tie at all.
Somebody kick Thrak out of this episode.
If you're gonna make me choose which one, I would pick Red Vines.
Yes. Okay, 3-2. Red Vines.
But I don't like either.
That's fine.
You guys have won nothing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the Trump thing, and it doesn't count. It doesn't count because you.
I'm the undecided voter.
Thank you so much, Thrak. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, Gerry, what's yours?
Mine was because I was thinking about this today. Do you guys ever play a game with a strategy guide or anything? Like, do you ever just start it and go, "I'm going to use this"? And
yeah.
Because like I'm playing,
I pull up walkthroughs all the time, like a fucking loser.
One of the UFO 50 games is really fucking cryptic, and it's really good though. It's the dungeon crawling one, Valbrace, but like it is insanely cryptic, and like you'll get an item and you're like, I have no idea what the fuck this is for, and I don't want to like use it on myself, and it does nothing when I could like dip it into a fountain and then get like a mega sword out of it, like. So I've been just like reading like a guide on the Steam page, and part of me is like, I feel like I'm kind of cheating because I think part of the appeal of the game is that you're supposed to like kind of organically find these things out. I'm like, I don't have fucking time for this. Like, I don't want to fuck my run because it's run based. Like it saves. There's 6 floors in the dungeon, and it saves every time you get to the next one, and it saves like your progression. So if you die, then however you entered that floor, that's how it starts. But like, it's very, very cryptic. So I've been looking at a guide. So I don't like what's your guys' feelings on reading guides, getting through games?
Love it. I have a Phantasy Star Online episode 1 and 2 strategy guide, like a physical one that's so beat to shit from me using it that the spine doesn't even stay together anymore because. I went to like certain pages so many times that the glue is gone for like maps and like item drops and stuff like that. Yeah, guides are awesome.
That's what I did before I podcast. Is I made achievement guides.
Really?
That's why Philip tapped me because I knew how to edit. I could teach him how to edit, and then I never taught him. He had to learn on his own.
Did you make them on True Achievements?
Yeah, I made them on True Achievements. I made YouTube video companions too.
See, I use that if I ever. I use that if I ever try to like, if I'm trying to go for all the achievements in a game, I'll go there and be like, you know, how do I do this random thing? You know,
True Achievements is sick. They had like
great.
This whenever it was their 10-year anniversary. They had like this. These are like our accomplishments and stuff. And one of them was the top 5 most rated guides, and mine was like number 4. One of mine was
really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit! Which one was it?
For a game called Abzu, which is just this artsy game. Where you
I've heard of that game. Yeah,
that's a very relaxing game.
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool,
also
dude.
like the least amount of words I ever, because I was like, how how do I write? You can go in any direction. Like it's a fully 3D. You're swimming in the ocean. So I was like, I'm just gonna post screenshots over and over and over and over again. And people were like, thank you. And I'm like, this is the least amount of work I've ever put in one of these, and this is the one everyone likes. I fucking hate you guys.
That's how it works, man. Yeah, I think guides are fine. That's not a big deal. There's a lot of times I'll play a game like raw, basically, until I get stuck, and then I'll be like, all right, just how the fuck do I do this?
Yeah, I did like the first two floors of Valbrace without a guide. And then I just happened to pick up like some item, and I was like, the fuck does this do? So then I was looking for like a walkthrough to see if like there was an item breakdown, and then it was like a full guide. And one of the things that you do in this game is you learn magic spells. So to do the spells, you have to hold a button, and then you have to like basically like draw like these lines with like the D-pad. Like it's like basically like combos, like up down left right to do like shield. And you find them on the on walls, like drawn on walls, and you don't like just get the spell. Like it's like you learn how to do it. So part of it is like seeing them and learning them. And like as I'm like reading this thing, it was just like, here's all the spells, how to do them. And I was like, oh shit. And like there was one that I missed from the first floor that was like so fucking helpful. It literally like lets you see like a 16x16 snippet of the map, the dungeon map, like where you are. So like stuff like that, where I've been wasting so much time just running around being like, have I been in this area yet? But like I totally missed this thing, but because of a guide, it's helping me get through it. Cause like I enjoy the game a lot, but I don't want to like do that thing. Like I don't want to just beat my head against the wall and make a bunch of poor decisions.
Yeah, it's really weird because I don't know where my lines are, because it really just depends on how much I want to be immersed in the game. Because like, and it depends on what is immersing me. So it's like when I played Persona 5, I used a guide from 1 second in all the way to the very end. I used a guide and I literally followed it like exactly.
Are you doing that with Metaphor?
I did not, because that was one thing, was that there wasn't a guide whenever I first started playing. So I was like, I'm for sure playing this right now, so I'm just gonna play it. And once I got to a point where I'd already missed a book, by the time like a big guide came out, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna not use a guide at all now because I've already fucked up. It's already ruined. So. But it's like I will almost always be like, oh, I'm gonna use a walkthrough. I don't understand, or I'm like, I'm gonna go look at a YouTube video. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where. I've done it for Metaphor a couple of times where I'll go to an IGN thing because I'm like, where does this mission start? Because I don't know. I must have not been paying attention.
There was I used the IGN thing a couple of times because I was like, where do I unlock this like class? I don't even understand like who do I have to talk to fucking get this to unlock. Like, have you unlocked all of the archetypes so far?
I think I've done everything I can so far. I think I only have 2 locked, and I'm pretty sure I have 2 party members left to get. So,
dude, do you have the commander?
I do have the commander, yeah.
I missed that for so long because I like once I was done in that town.
Oh yeah,
I was like, peace, and I like left, and then that guy was just always like, I really want to talk to you, and I was like, why does this guy want to fucking talk to me so much?
That was it. Yeah, she was like, what's her name? The little fairy was like, hey, you need to go talk to that guy, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, he was a nothing burger in this whole part. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, but he's got an interesting story after like I'm getting through, because it's like, oh, this is obviously he's going to be the mayor, and then it's like, well, no, he's
I skipped really cool. all of his shit. By the time I unlocked it, I literally was just hitting start and making it skip through all of the dialogue, and I was just getting like, because it'll skip through so much, and then it'll stop at like a selection like where you get to make a choice.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty much just getting the story from those like little snippets of choices, and I was able to put together what was happening with him just by doing that. Like I didn't care, but I was like, who gives a shit about your fucking
I got a fucking
mayor.
bitch about Metaphor for a second, because like it's a tiny little nitpick, but when the choices that pop up will pop up sometimes like during the dialogue, and I will be going to press A to go to because I've read it already. So because I'm not like waiting for the voice actor to stop talking. So I'm like, I'm done reading now, and I'll press A, and the decision will come up, and I'll instantly choose the top one, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I hurt their feelings. No.
I'm happy to report though that 90% of the fucking decisions that you make in that game are for nothing. Like, your decisions don't matter. I love when they're like, "Hey, what do you think we should say to this guy?" And you get like 3 things, and you pick one, and then fucking your fairy's like, "Yeah, I don't know. Pick the other ones." and then you're like, okay, this one." There, she's like, "Yeah, not that one either. How about the other one? That's the only one left. That's the one I want you to say." And it's like, I fucking hate when they do that. When it's like
Pokemon.
You have to pick this dialogue option. Well, just make the fucking character say it. Why you gotta let me like pick the thing?
I think the character doesn't talk unless you make them talk. I think
dude, here is my fucking nitpick. That goddamn main character, his voice actor in the English, there's something about the cadence of his voice that drives me fucking crazy. Because he like sighs after every sentence, and it's like such an anime boy sounding like, and he's sort of has like a slight lisp. Like,
see, this isn't an issue when you listen in Japanese, because I don't know what the fuck a Japanese person sounds like.
Well, hang on, hold on. I will say though, 100%. If anybody's listening to this that want to play Metaphor, I encourage you to play it in English, because the English voice acting is actually really good, except for the fucking little anime boy. Like, it's so good. Like, dude, remember, Nave, I sent you that clip of Zorba talking, and you were like, what the fuck? He sounds like Shrek.
He does sound like Shrek.
That
caught me so hard, because I hadn't had listened to a second of English until you brought it to my attention.
No, all the English voice actors are really, really, really good in that game. And I mean, what?
Well, I was going to go to Anime Corner, but Don Don's got fucking really good English voice acting too. And because
I've heard that show is really crazy.
It's so crazy. It's so good.
Really?
It's so good. Oh god, it's so good. But it is fucking wild. Like, I wouldn't watch at least that first episode. I wouldn't watch that around your family.
Yeah, I've been told that there's some crazy shit in it, and I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I've read Berserk, and they were like, yeah. You should check out that first episode.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as anything in Berserk, but like, it is wild.
Really?
The first episode? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in Berserk, honestly. I thought Berserk was really hardcore.
There's some.
Yeah.
There is some shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Dawn to Dawn is not that bad. I don't think Dawn ever gets as bad as that.
I was going to say, read the first page of Berserk, and it's like, oh, we're starting here.
Like, it's like, hey, if something really bad's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. And you're like, oh, okay, that's good.
That's what that is right there. That's Berserk.
I have a Berserk shirt, because what was the...
Oh, yeah, that metal show.
Band. Yeah,
Brand of Sacrifice, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Or no, what?
No,
it wasn't them.
I don't want to say Lorna Shore, but I think it was Lorna Shore. I think it's a Lorna Shore shirt. Yeah, but it's got Berserk on it. I'm not going to go look for it. It's in my fucking pile of clothes.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, you were on a podcast that I've done since then, and you had that shirt on. And I was like, oh, that's a fucking crazy shirt. And you were like, yeah, it's Lorna Shore. I was like, what the fuck?
Lorna
Shore. If they couldn't if like they were already not cool enough, and then they have to bring out Berserk shirts.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Okay, strategy guys.
Dawn to Dawn's good.
All right, so I'm gonna put you guys Scouts Honor. Everybody put their hands up where I can see them, so you're not using your phones. Let's try to guess. Each of you gets one guess. Guess one of the top 5 best-selling strategy guides of all time. Start with Gerry.
Alexa, what is
Final Fantasy VII?
That's number 3.
Pokemon Yellow.
No.
Ocarina of Time.
No.
Earthbound.
No.
That came with the game.
I know.
The game didn't sell.
The game didn't sell.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
No.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I just don't want. I only don't trust Aaron, because he'll just start clicking away here if I put.
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you another one? You want me to tell you another one?
Kingdom
Final
Hearts?
Fantasy X.
No, that's number 6.
Final Fantasy 9.
No.
Final Fantasy 8.
Yes. That's the best-selling strategy guide of all time. Final Fantasy VIII.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it has to teach you how to play that shitty card game.
Thank you, Gerry.
Okay,
thank you, God. Thank you so much.
2.3 million copies of.
I love how Final Fantasy VIII
strategy
is
guide,
like a
physical
discussion
copies of
point
that
in this fucking network.
Mike, do I need to keep my hands up?
No, you're done now.
Was Kingdom Hearts one of them?
No. The other two were Pac-Man and the original Super Mario Brothers. So.
Okay.
Pac-Man?
So this was part of
that.
This is one of the like half blogs that I've been writing for you, Aaron. I have the outline and I've been collecting information. So one of the things that Square Enix did was they specifically put obtuse stuff in there from 6, 7, 8, 9 in there so they could sell supplemental material to go along with their games. So like think about the like I did a post about this one time about getting like Barrett's ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy VII, where you gotta like have him in your party and you're running down that staircase and you gotta look out the window, but you have to have Barrett in your party of 3. And you have to like, without that, how would anybody, or like in Final Fantasy VIII, how would anybody, like when you're floating in outer space or whatever, when you're trying to meet back up before the ship sucks you up, you have to like click that one star to get, I can't remember which portion of whatever's ultimate weapon, but they were purposely doing things that you would just never figure out unless it was an accident. So you'd talk about it with your friends. So one of your friends would buy the strategy guide, and then that's how they sold supplemental material.
9 and 10 had some really obtuse shit like that too. Like 10, the only way to get Tidus's best weapon was to find all the different mirrors and shit.
And that's when they went over the edge because it was 9. No, it was 10. Wasn't 10 the one that was online? Where it was like the strategy guide was only like half in the
11,
book and the other
11
half
was online.
11's, yeah, it was 11 and 14 for the MMOs.
But it was either 9 or 10 had like online supplemental material. Like you didn't get you'd go to a page of the book and it would be like
that was 9.
Yeah, and then you would have to go online and now the website
seriously?
so now like the physical copies of the book are nearly worthless
because
it tells you to go to this link.
Say like, go to this link.
And it's dead.
Yeah, because the website's gone now.
That's really stupid.
Are they on the Wayback Machine?
I don't think so.
Man.
I mean, somebody's obviously like it's all that information is other places online, but using like the links in the guide doesn't take you anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
The only thing I liked about strategy guides was they would have a lot of like really cool like art exclusive to them for the game.
No, strategy guides are awesome, but but there was a point there when magazines were dying. Like there were so many magazine companies in late 90s, early 2000s, and then into 2010 that had formed because of the like. The boom of like PlayStation,
Prima, Brady Games, all those,
Well, I mean, there's like we're doing just a list of N64 guides, me and another guy, Scott, and we've come up with like 121 like different publishers and sub publishers of just N64 guides worldwide.
Wow!
Like everybody had their fingers in supplemental material.
Now, Mike, I don't mean to bring this up, but I'm actually planning on throwing on, because I've been throwing on some N64 stuff lately, and I discovered this ROM hack of Ocarina of Time that turns it into, it's like a roguelike, and it's really, really fucking good. So I was like, I should play some more N64. And I think my next N64 game that I'm going to play and beat is actually going to be Quest 64. Like I'm actually going to give it. I'm going to give it an honest go.
Jerry Jerry, you're going to beat it before Aaron, who did an episode with me like 49 episodes ago and didn't play the game.
Which one?
Quest 64.
Oh yeah.
What game?
Yeah, you and Tommy had me on, and like I played the game because I've played the game, and then we just asked Tommy's wife what she thought of it. Because you guys
I already have a save file going. I made it to like the first like town after like the castle place that you're in, and I was like, this isn't so bad. Like this is fun. I think like it's kind of a cozy feeling.
Go in with that Dragon Quest vibe you had before, where when you die, because there's no real consequences to dying, so it dies and it takes you back to the last town that you saved at, and you retain all of your experience and all that stuff.
Yeah, okay. It has a Dragon Quest influence for sure.
I watched Tristy's video, so I know all about it, man.
But on the opposite, are there certain games that are better without a guide, like going in pure blind?
Yes, 100%.
It definitely
because there's
Inscription. Inscription is one that I would say like do not read
a friend of mine, he started playing it and he didn't want to tell me anything about it. So
no.
Another game that I think is worth playing no guide is Catherine. Speaking of Atlas,
that's a good one too. Yeah,
because that is a very fascinating game, and it's better to play that blind just to kind of get your own vibe.
But it would be hard to write a guide for that because you can only really just give someone pointers because the map gets fucked up so fast.
Well, we're
I think
plugging
the first few
SuperPod
levels
stuff. Rick, the Pixel Project Radio guy, did a really great Catherine episode where he's doing exactly what you're talking about, where he just kind of guides you through the story beats. I just listened to that the other day. It was great.
Yeah, but it's good to go. Yeah, I prefer playing that like completely blind.
I play it for people because I'll bring people over and be like, hey, play this game, and I'm like, this is really hard though. You're probably gonna quit. And they're like, fuck you, I'm good at video games. They'll get to like the second level, and like, I can't do this, dude. And I'll just like, all right, just sit down, youngster. Let me show you how to fucking play Q*bert or whatever the fuck this game's
God, those block puzzles are so fucking good, dude. I love that shit.
I'm so good at Catherine. I fucking love that game.
That is a good game.
I should play that.
I'd recommend it. It's really good.
Now, Nave, you'll be glad to know that recently a buddy of mine and we sat down and he was like, let's just throw in a bunch of fucking random Xbox 360 stuff because he has a modded 360 and it just has like a fuckload of stuff loaded up. And I was like, just going through the library and I was like, oh, I remember this. When we were just like throwing some random shit on. And I was like, God damn, I forgot how much I liked Lords of Shadow. That game fucking kicked ass.
Castlevania?
Oh, yeah.
I used to fucking love that. And then we threw it on and I was like, I thought this was different. Like, I thought it was more of like a different style, but it kind of reminds me of like old school Castlevania and like not a Metroidvania, but like old school stuff because it's like kind of level by level by level. You do go back and backtrack and shit. And then like another thing that we threw on was Aliens versus Predator. Which that game is good, man. Like that's a good fucking game.
I have such intense love for like the 360 PS3 generation, just how games were made back then. And I just remember
the
being
filter's fantastic.
I just remember being so fed up
the Mexico
with it
filter
back then. Yeah, Breaking Bad filter.
Yeah.
I just like didn't complete any games in that generation because that was like when I actually had money for myself and I was just buying games left, right, and center. And I would just like, I would start something and I'd be like, oh, now that game is out. I'm going to buy that. And I would just keep moving on from games. And there's so many that I want to go back to. Like I've never beat the first like Condemned or Condemned 2.
Dude,
and
you have to. Yeah,
I've played both of them and I know how good they are because I'm a huge fan of the Fear games and, you know, same people that made those.
Oh God, did you play Trepang 2 yet?
No, I have it. I have it. I own it. I just haven't even gotten.
That has gotta be up there. That has gotta.
Is it?
That's another game you should play without a guide.
Darksiders 1 and 2 are good ones to get at too from that generation, especially Darksiders 1. Well, no, I guess they're both really good.
You're gonna play.
People prefer 2, I think.
You're gonna play Trepang 2 with tears in your eyes.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Why?
Because you're so happy.
I just need to play them.
Really? Like,
I can't believe I beat it in one sitting.
What the fuck Trepang is,
like
though.
The second on like the hard difficulty, like an inch from the TV. That's why I'm saying it. Like I gotta tell everyone, if you like Fear, God, play Trepang 2.
Like,
holy shit!
I've seen Trepang. I've seen a friend play it, and immediately I was like, is this a Fear mod? What are you playing right now? He's like, it's Trepang. And I was like,
literally
this is
like
Fear. And he was like, what the fuck is Fear? And I was like, what do you mean what the fuck is this game is Fear? Like,
dude, wait till you get the shotgun. It is literally Fear shotgun.
Because like as soon as he hit the slow-mo, and it was like,
that's cool.
Oh fuck. And like the guys are like in slow motion, like yelling at you, and you're just like, kablam, kablam. And I was like, oh, dude. And I bought it like that.
You can dual wield those shotguns and go into slow-mo and slide under someone's feet and just blast them into the air as they're flying up. Like, dude, it's so awesome.
Yeah, this game kind of like came out of nowhere to like very little fanfare. Like people were just like, the fuck is this? And I kind of started seeing a little bit more about it. And then I seen somebody play it and I was like, Okay, I think I gotta get this. This looks
I'm screaming
insane.
it from the rooftop. This is one of the few S tiers. This is probably my game of the year. Is Trepang 2.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. Besides Infinite Wealth and maybe Metaphor if I like it towards the end. But Trepang 2 is definitely the indie game of the year, at least. Holy shit.
No, my indie game of the year is UFO 50. I don't think that's going to change.
I've been searching for this game on 360 for the last 45 seconds because we were talking about 360 games, and it's not a 360 game.
It's not a 360 game.
It's fucking God of War 3.
How the fuck do you spell it?
Trepan, like Trepang.
Doesn't it have like a
there it is.
3 or a 2 or something? Like
it's got a 2. It's Trepang 2. We just talked about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the one you look at it, it's like the exponent too.
Like squared.
Yeah, exponent. Yeah.
Trepang squared.
It's not the sequel. Like, there's no Trepang 1.
I think there is a Trepang 1.
Mike, what do you have for us? Do you have anything else for us?
It does.
No, we'll save the other stuff for a different episode. We did Strategy Guides. That was way better.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'm pleading with the audience to buy.
Well, it's because I don't want Nave and Gerry to have to talk about sports games. Well, I mean, Thrak and I will save that for the next time we do.
Have you ever played Blitz the League?
Yeah. Blitz League's good. It's not as good as NFL Blitz, though.
Okay, well, we'll bring Nave back for the sports one and kick Gerry out then. Whatever.
He's just gonna ruin our fun.
I played some golf games, like
it
on
just sounds like
UFO 50. On UFO 50,
he's just lying now, so he can be on the episode.
There's a golf Zelda game.
On UFO 50. Yeah,
golf area. I beat that last night. And then there's also Ping Golf, which is like a cool like 2D golf game type thing. So yeah, sports. Oh, and then there's like a beanbag dodgeball game that was good too.
So you should play. There's a game called Ninja Golf that you should play
on the Atari.
Again, I will say this about sports games: as long as sports games are arcadey, I like them because you know what? Beach Spikers is a fucking wild game.
Yes, that is a good game. No, Ninja Golf. It was on the Atari 7800 and the Atari Lynx, and you're a ninja.
Yeah,
and it's like Aaron, you play golf, and then when you walk to go get your ball, it's like an action platform.
Yeah, side scroller.
Yeah,
it's a side scroller action game, and it's
when we
awesome.
had Jamie on Retro Rehab. She talked about that. She said that it's like one of her favorite games on the Atari.
Yeah,
and she said that it's actually like
game.
She said it's legit good, and she said it's basically like fucking. Takeshi's Castle, like
yeah, kind of like when you get to like the putting green, you just like throw shuriken at a dragon.
Yeah, fight a huge dragon.
You get the whole,
where you can putt. Yeah,
it's on the Atari 50 collection. So
okay,
it's well worth playing on there. I love the Atari 50 collection. They did a really good job with it. I wish
that's
there was
one where you can like go in and like it's almost got
a
like
virtual
commentary
museum.
and shit.
It's a virtual museum.
That's really fucking cool.
And it's like
so it's like UFO 50.
Kind of. Well, there's like there's 2600, 5200, 7800. The Lynx. They threw Jaguar games in there. There's like some old arcade games. They do some like reimagined stuff as well. It's like a decent comprehensive history of Atari, and I think it's handled really, really well. I wish there was more like Jaguar stuff. Because like they didn't have Attack of the Mutant Penguins, which is like the coolest fucking game on the Jaguar. But you know, I love that game. It should have been on there. God damn it.
I'm traumatized by this game because this is the game that when I was trying to convince Alex to play N64 because it's a good console, she just kept talking about fucking Attack of the Mutant Penguins, and I was like,
"It's a cool game.
Stop talking about these fucking penguins. I'm trying to tell you about Goemon."
But it's a cool game though. It's wacky as hell. That's good.
I'm gonna rewind it back to Trepang. I've been doing research.
Can I play golf in Trepang?
Well, kind of. But so
with their
in
bodies.
the Trepang Discord, when you join their like
Discord,
the Trepang Discord, you go to their FAQ and it shows you the information about Trepang 1, and a download link is there, and it is a 2D game about a sea cucumber. Trepang literally means sea cucumber. It is completely unrelated to Trepang 2.
No way.
And I'm in their Discord and it's there. I don't know if I want to download it.
Trepang 3 is just going to be like a full-on RPG.
Yeah, with anime girls.
Yeah.
Completely different.
3 different games with the same name. Mike, before we get going, do you have like a hot take of the day?
No, I don't do those.
You don't do hot takes?
Hot takes.
Nave, give us a hot take of the day.
Man, I don't want to go for the ones that I'm always like talking about. My hot take is I'm really disappointed with the way that Sony's been handling their lead, and it's predictable, but at the same time, you know, it's painful to watch. It's painful to watch how much they're squandering their goodwill, and it's also just equally as painful how much what is it called? They're carrying a lot of, the fans are carrying a lot of weight for this company that doesn't give a shit about them. And I just watch it.
Is it like you think Sony's like returning to like the PS3 days of being arrogant, but like people aren't going to give them as much shit for it this time?
I mean, it's not. I don't think that's such a hot take. I'm a Sony fan, but like I'm getting real tired of these fucking remakes, like
of games you can already play on the PS5. Like,
yeah, like
if they were doing it for like old like PS3 games, like people would be excited.
Yeah, for sure. Like
games that people would want to buy, like
like Infamous, or
it was
like
pretty much like
Paperback.
when they were like Last of Us 2 remastered, and I was like, but why? It just came out, for fuck's sakes. Like,
there's nothing to remaster.
I even thought when Resident Evil 4 got announced that it was coming out with a remake, I was like, that's too soon. This is way too soon for this. But it was still really fucking good because Capcom.
Yeah, I was on
skeptical.
the Resident Evil thing.
I was skeptical on it because it's like that's such an acclaimed game. It's like, how do you remake it? And they found a way to do it.
They found a fucking
way. In a lot of ways, they improved the original.
I still stand by my statement of, if you've never played Resident Evil games before, you can just play the remakes. You don't necessarily have to go back to the originals, because like,
I mean, if you want my hot take, I think the OG Resident Evil 4 is still in a way a little bit better.
Yeah, there's probably like, and again, I mean, I think
at
you
the
might
very
need to
least,
look
I
at
would
it as
say RE4 original has the better first half, but the remake has the better second half. Because it really cleaned up the second half of that game.
Okay, so we've established that Gerry is the PlayStation guy here, so we can dump on Gerry, right?
Yeah.
What has PlayStation's model been since like the PS2? So PS2 to PS3, what innovations did they make? 3 to 4, what innovation did they make? 4 to 5, what innovations did they make? Well, Nintendo was going from the GameCube to the Wii and doing motion controls, and then they went to the Wii U and did a handheld. You can get away from your TV device. Then they went to the Switch, which is a fully portable thing. PlayStation has just been like exemplifying the law of diminishing returns, where it's just like, well, let's just make it a little prettier. Well, let's add a different disc drive and make it a little prettier again.
No, 100%. Like I'm so I should probably make this clear. I'm actually a Nintendo fanboy first, and then everything else afterwards. Like, it's kind of like the order of operations for me is like Nintendo, because I can't live without Nintendo like franchises like Mario, Zelda, Kirby, all that shit. I'm like, I have to have that. If I had to choose like one console, if it was like you can only pick one, I every single time I'm picking a Nintendo console.
Which is wild, because if you pick an Xbox, you can put it in dev mode and just emulate Nintendo.
Yeah.
So like Nave said though, like, so that's the fandom that's propping PlayStation 5 up right now.
For sure,
because it's not the library, and it's not innovation, and it's not, comparatively the console versus the Xbox is,
like, I mean, how long has the PS5 been out now? Since 2021 or 2021? 2020?
So
4 years.
It came out the year of the pandemic. This is a bad idea.
So like
they should have delayed it a year.
4 years in, I still feel like, which is wild, 4 years into a console, I feel like there isn't a totally strong like console seller. Like, sure, if you wanted like a handful of
probably.
Well, 16's on PC. It runs like garbage, but like it's on.
It's probably coming to Xbox
well.
in like a year.
It probably
Dude,
all that's
the fucking emergency brake, the escape chute. Fucking what is it? Square Enix has done the total U-turn for the PlayStation exclusivity.
Well, more and more companies are doing that though. It's not just them.
It was bizarre in the first place. It's like, why would you just not accept more money? Like, what does it matter?
I definitely don't like. Sure, okay, the Sony Studios stuff, like Astrobot and stuff like that. Yeah, of course, that's going to be like your exclusive games and stuff. But when it comes to like, Square Enix, you should have it on everything, like everything. And it's also a thing that I really hate is on PC. There's so many goddamn stores. So like you have an Epic store. There's games that are only on Epic. Like Alan Wake 2 is only on Epic. What the fuck? And they're like, yeah, we didn't really meet the sales targets that we were looking for. That's because you didn't fucking release it on Steam.
Dude,
like, why did you do that?
Microsoft was just like, okay, we're done. We're just put shit on Steam, even though we own both Blizzard's client and also Xbox's Game Pass client too. Xbox has 2 separate online storefronts for like the PC.
I know.
Well, 3 technically, because it puts its games on Steam, so it's so weird.
Yeah, the amount of like launchers that you have to, like, I love PC. Like that is pretty much my primary aside from like my Nintendo consoles. And I absolutely hate the fact that it's like, okay, I gotta have an Epic launcher, I gotta have Game Pass launcher, I gotta have fucking Origin or EA, I gotta have Ubisoft. Like there's so many, like fuck off. We don't need you to have a store. Like just let it all be funneled through Steam. Like I would love for like my pie in the sky dream is that one day Gabe Newell is just like, I have bought the rights to all the stores and they will all be funneled through Steam now. Like I wish that you could just load up Game Pass on Steam. Like that would be amazing. Like I'll still gladly pay for Game Pass because I love Game Pass.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong on this, but you can actually like set those launchers to load up in Steam.
You can, separately. But it's super fucking buggy. I've tried it.
Yeah.
Because you can, like, if you use an Xbox controller, you can navigate the Game Pass app with the controller. Like it lets you do it. It's still kind of wonky because like you can actually navigate Windows with an Xbox controller. So again, weird. It is kind of weird. Like it doesn't work that well. The best controller to function with PC outside of like actual games is the DualSense. Like the touchpad on it is great for like a mouse. But again, you got to use Steam to enable like Steam import or have like a separate thing. But the point is like all these launchers and shit, like I don't want to have to just let me go through Steam. Steam is the most functional thing on PC for playing PC games. Just let it all funnel through there, like everything. But it'll never happen. It'll never fucking happen.
Well, it's probably like they'd be worried about like monopoly and PC stuff, and also these companies don't want to give Valve 30% if they don't have to.
Oh, dude! Speaking of monopolies,
GOG is pretty cool.
Fucking
GOG
Sony's trying to buy that other anime company.
Oh yeah, Kadokawa.
The one with the FromSoft, yeah. Because everyone was like, "Oh, they're trying to buy FromSoft." I'm like, I don't think they're trying to buy FromSoft. I think it's. I don't think
that would go over very well.
Well, I think it. Well, that company has like a majority stake in From, but I think it's more the anime play that they're looking for.
They're trying to have a literal monopoly on anime. Yeah.
Yeah, they already have like I think it's like a 2% stake in FromSoft. So
I don't.
Going back to the whole like the Steam and like one launcher thing, GOG.com, their like launcher thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Used to have this like Steam integration thing that was really, really cool, but I think they discontinued that, and that sucks.
No, GOG Galaxy is still a thing, and it's definitely really cool. My personal nitpick with that is that the majority of my PC gaming is done in my living room, like in my theater room, and I want the big picture mode thing. And if they would just release like a big picture mode thing where it's like a consoleized, that would be great. There's another program called Play Night that actually allows you to add all of the different stores, and it automatically adds all the games and all the box art and all the metadata. It adds all that shit. The only problem is it does not have Steam input. And Steam input is so crucial, I find, like for some games, like especially games that don't support like fully support controllers. Yeah. You just turn Steam input on, you're like, yep, just make it work on controller, and it just fucking works. Like we were using the NES Mini, the controllers from the NES Mini have that weird like, you know, the thing that connects into like the bottom of the Wii controllers. That
little hookup.
That's what the NES Mini controllers have.
Yep.
And we were using that plugged into an adapter, plugged into the PC, and we're using an NES controller for UFO 50. And for a long time, we couldn't get it to work. And I was like, just open up the Steam input thing. click on it, and it was like, boom, there you go, done. And it just worked.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a good cue. Take us out of here, Aaron.
Timed.
Time to go percolate some coffee.
Random recommended games.
Are we doing random recommended games or not?
I recommended Chirping.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Dragon Quest 3 HD.
Okay. There you go. What about you, Mike? What would you recommend people go play right now?
Snack World Gold, the dungeon crawl on the Switch.
Snack World
Gold?
Gold?
A good word. That's a good one, dude. That's level 5.
Yep.
Level 5? I love that company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. Funniest, like, food pun RPG roguelike you've ever played.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Aaron, do you have something?
Everybody needs to go play Sushi Striker right now. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido. You can get it on 3DS or Switch, but the 3DS is the way to go. It's dirt fucking cheap. It's awesome. If you love goofy, awesome anime cutscenes and you love cool, fast-paced puzzle games and cool, like, creature collecting RPG mechanics, go play Sushi Striker, you son of a bitch.
I'll throw a real random one in here. Everybody that likes Mega Man should absolutely go play Gravity Rush. Or not Gravity Rush, sorry, Gravity Circuit. Gravity Circuit is like very much like a regular Mega Man, not Mega Man X looking game, but it also kind of has like DNA from Mega Man X thrown in there. Thrak, I know that you were just recently playing some Mega Man X and kind of it sounded like you were really enjoying yourself, especially now that you're discovering things that you didn't think were even possible in the game, like going back into the levels.
Classic games, you can't do that.
And is this a combo breaker for Gerry not recommending UFO 50 for the however many straight episode?
That's right. Yeah, I learned from my mistakes, Mike.
Yeah, in X, I'm stuck on the spider boss.
Oh, that thing sucks.
Yeah,
like the
pain
fucking
in the ass. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
You have like a fraction of a second to decipher a puzzle.
Yep. And I have the only thing I don't have is the Hadouken, but I have everything else.
Okay. Yeah. You'll be all right until you get to that Sigma fight, and then you'll be throwing the controller around.
It's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, Gravity Circuit is a really good Mega Man like, and it's I think it's on Switch, it's on PC, it's kind of everywhere. It's really good.
Nice. Gerry, hit the nice.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay. That's it, folks. This is the end of the show. I need to go sleep really, really bad. This sickness that I have is really kicking in. Go check out SuperPod Network. Go find all of our cool shit there, superpodnetwork.com. Blog series. We're doing the SNES blog series, and was it Star Fox is today? I think Thrax comes out tomorrow. Your Chrono Trigger blog comes out tomorrow.
I think so, yeah.
That's going to be awesome. Mike's writing one. Gerry hasn't written one because he hates me. Nave hasn't written one either because he hates me. That's okay. But yeah, go check out everybody else's stuff. I'll have links in the show notes and all that stuff.
Throw them lanks down.
Them lanks, hitting you with some hot lanks.
Lanks.
Boat on boat action. In that link below.
No, we don't have time. We don't have time. We don't have time.
Steamboat in bio. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye.